right, Tweety Bird. Roger, Roger, I hear you there. I hear you, Richard. I'm sorry. Anyway, good evening. 249, QSL 249. Roger, Roger.
KK6 ZKE 704.
Yeah, good evening, Terry. You're good and early and right on time here. Boy, oh boy. When I turn this amplifier, bless, a batch of cold air at me. I don't need that today. I'm going to move over a little bit here. Blows out the side and it comes out right at my face. Yeah, that's annoying. It was a little cooler today. We had drizzle on and off a little bit through the day and got about an inch of rain so far through this little thing that's going through. How about you?
Yeah, it rained really pretty hard here for a while.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm just starting the heater here. I am looking south. Hopefully we'll hear KB6RQUO Bozo 61 on there this morning, today sometime. How was your Sunday other than the fact that it was coolish?
So it was doing pretty good. I set up a Jackery 5000 solar charging power supply type unit to plug into my transfer switch.
You didn't get a good charge from the lack of sun?
No, this thing's brand new. I bought the base unit just now, and I'll buy the solar panels later.
Okay, and what did you do to it today?
Just set it up and see how it works, and I want to get it on the scope to see if it has a good clean sine wave, but I haven't done that yet either.
Yeah, and what is this, an inverter?
Basically, they call it a solar generator, but it's, it's a combination of units all put into one, so you can get 240, 120, and it'll last for 10 hours or so.
Okay, so it's got a battery in it. You just have to add the solar panel to charge it. Is that it?
Yeah, that's correct.
It'll last for 10 hours, assuming you don't draw. You know what its kilowatt rating is?
Yeah, it's 5,000 or no 7,500, 14,500 peak.
That's kind of meaningless. 7,500. That might be 7,500 watts worth of power. What's the 1,400?
It's the same. It's watts.
Okay, you got three different levels of wattage output. It can only have one. It's total wattage. I mean, you can have it broken into pieces, but you've got a total number of watts that you can charge up to and provide the AC from.
Well, the 14.5 is like inrush current type of load.
Oh, 14.5 amps?
No, again, they got it rated in watts. I don't know how that works.
I don't know either. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
But it's more than I had in the past.
Okay, so it's maybe 1,400 watts of instantaneous while you're starting something, and then it backs back down. It can deliver up to 1,400 watts on startups or something.
Yeah, it's I'd have to go back and look. I really couldn't say now.
982's here.
Okay, hi, Daryl.
Hi, Dick. Hey, Mike.
One 009 KJ6TYO.
And good evening to you, Ron. And how is, let's see, how is Course Gold? Did you guys get rain all day today, or was it just on the edge?
Oh, we got rain. It rained more than it didn't, seems like. It's quit now.
Yeah, we aren't raining here either. It's just gotten a little colder. We've had a little breeze pretty much all day, maybe 10, 15 miles an hour. And that keeps things moving, so to speak. I haven't been outside very much today. It was better earlier. I think it's cooled off now. I think we're going to be down in the 50s, touching maybe at high 40s tonight. That seems like it's really cool. And I guess that was predicted. It was supposed to be the coldest Sunday, Monday. And it'd start to creep back up again by Friday. Saturday, we're supposed to be back in the 80s.
Yeah, copy that. That's what I saw too. Well, we have to have some winter after all.
Yes, we do. Well, I needed it badly because my sprinkler system in the back is down for the repair, and so I was having to hand water things, and that's I don't do the lawn. I just let it survive on its own. And so the lawn is probably the happiest of all places today. We got an inch overnight. Anyway, down to you, Ron, and how are you? And did you get much rain down there? Over.
No, nothing really. It just barely wet down the yard. I mean, got nothing. No, only mud puddles I think was in the middle of the road where there was a chipped away the asphalt, and that's the only spot there was water at. So nothing much here.
Yeah, it was thinning out as it seemed like it was going south from here. We had a couple little cells come through, lightning and thunder, and some of them gave us rain and some didn't. Some were just off in the distance. So at least it was some storm activity. It's been several years since I've really seen any significant amount of lightning, but we had a lot of pretty good lightning show last night. None of it was very close, but 2, 3, 5. I think I counted one big lightning or thunder or lightning hit, and then I counted 6 or 7 seconds to the thunder. So that was good, a couple miles away at least.
Yeah, not much lightning around here. This is off in the distance. All right, well, good evening, and carry on with the net. KJ6TYO 199.
Okay. And we should have a lot of others here. How about KC5DTU, Kerry, or WA6OIB, AM6SRR. I wonder if Rob's even functional over there. He had a power outage. I wonder if he's back online. I think he had a power outage. How about you, Aaron, K6 Uniform Sugar, are you here?
Yes, sir, I am here, K6US 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Okay. Somebody in there, come up again, try it again. You're very light. Very light. Give me the call and the Bozo number again 2 or 3 times, please. K6MYC, standing by. Go ahead again. Go ahead with your check-in. Go ahead. Well, somebody was in there with you, Aaron, but did you hear him?
Only through you.
All right. Just wanted to check in. No traffic today. I had a new antenna up.
Well, I'll jump in and give my call out there. Whiskey 6 Papa Echo, number 620.
It's approved, so I'm looking forward to trying it out. Anyway, 720-206-JPL.
Okay, I missed the call at the end, and you got covered up by a couple other people who are not hearing you, so it's not your fault, but I didn't get much of that because you were covered. I can copy you if you're by yourself. Just give me quick input, your call sign 2 or 3 times and your Bozo number, and I think then I'll piece it together if you would. K6MYC in the group, standing by. station that tried to check in. Go ahead. If you're not hearing me, you must have real trouble there. K6MYC. Try it again, please. I just need your call sign. Over. Well, I hear you. I keep hearing you, but you're not coming back now. Did you hear that, Aaron, at all?
Yeah, only from you, and it wasn't very clear. K6US.
Oh, see, you're having the same problem I am. You couldn't read him either. He's got a little bit muffled. He's a little bit weak. But we can get you if you'll just come back. Give us another chance here. And maybe we'll just get you by yourself, and we'll get you. Go ahead, please. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. Who was it? Okay. I don't know where he was checking in from. Were you checking in from the LA area? Are you Southern California? Is this Southern California checking in? Is that it? Hey, can you tell us where you're located? I can move the antenna to point at you if you tell me where you are. I'll try to copy it. Repeat it a couple of times. K6MYC, Bozo Net. Go ahead. Well, he's either not copying me or he's done now. I have to try again. He comes in every time somebody else talks. He's in there with you. Okay, anyway, I'll go back to the list. Okay, about KB6RQU. How about you, Rick, or N6SWR? I don't think that was Ben. N6SWR or KB6RQU. Looking south. Come on in. K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Bozo 61.
Oh, there he is. Maybe a little bit of RF on the audio. Try a little longer transmission, Rick, and we'll see if we can determine what's going on there with the audio. Over.
Yeah, not much wrong with the audio. I had the radio turned on. It was bleeding over. And I did hear the station that you're referring to. I didn't hear him come back either. Over.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to get him to come in. I'm not trying to embarrass him. I just need him to talk when somebody else isn't talking. You can't just give up that easy. This is a weak signal net. That's what weak signal's all about, isn't it, Rick?
Yes, it is. And maybe that's what it was. It was a weak signal that got a little bit strong for a little bit and faded away.
Yep. Okay. Well, good to hear you. I missed you on Thursday. We thought we'd have you in here Thursday night for sure. We had about 24, 25 check-ins, but we should have had 30. If you'd been there, that would have helped, but you probably had something else going, or you forgot it. Over.
Yeah, I think I forgot it.
Okay, shame on you. Okay, how you doing down there? Did you get any rain?
Yeah, we've gotten rain. I don't know how much. My rain gauge is broken.
Okay. We hope that one of these days you can get somebody over there or get somebody to help you fix the 6-meter antenna. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know whether you got to climb up on the tower or what do you have to do to. What is actually broken on your 6-meter thing? Over.
Everything's fixed. I just need to get it back in the air, and the location where it is at has been real iffy and hectic for a long time. I got to let a tower down between an open gate, and it rests next to a trailer that I can't move and I can't get on top of. So I need help. Over.
So you got the tower tilted over and the antenna's fixed, but you can't get the tower back up. Is that it?
No, I got to get the antenna on the tower and then get it back up.
Give me about 30 seconds and I can try them if you like.
Okay. Okay, very good, Rick. Hopefully you'll be able to figure that one out. I hear Southern California, so let me say hello to Pat. W6PMD 58, K6MYC, Bozo 47.
Roger, Mike Cussin, you're 5757 down here, W6PMD, Bozo number Good to hear you.
Okay, 58, we've got you. You were booming a minute ago. So a little bit up and down today, but plenty of good copy. Anybody else copying Pat down there from up this way, K6MYC, Central California, Bozo Net?
I know it's early, but I just heard KW6S come in, so Tom is definitely there when you get over that direction. K6US.
Who was it that came in?
KW6S. KW6S, so when you get over that direction, Tom is there, and he might even be able to hear me. K6US.
W6PMD, KG6USS, I'm pointing their way. You want me to give it a try?
We hear you, John, KG6USS, K6MYC, 47.
Bozo 61. It's been a little wet out here, and other than that, everything's about normal. Over.
W6 Papa Echo while they're chattering down south. W6PE, I heard you, Mike. Go ahead. W6 Papa Echo, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Yeah, I wanted to be quiet. I apologize for jumping on top of somebody. I wasn't hearing anybody and thought it was a good chance to jump in there. So, yeah, it's about 40 degrees here. We've had almost an inch of rain come by the last 3 days total, but it's been raining off and on and a lot of thunderstorms out there.
Yeah, same here. About an inch of rain here as well. Very good. Thank you for the report, Mike, and good. No, I heard you. You didn't cover anybody. It was just that there was other people in there talking, and I copied you. You didn't cover anybody up, so don't worry about it. Very good. Good to hear you. Thank you. And hopefully we can hear you more on 432 and 1296 this next week. As the bands we need you on, over.
All right, I'll do my best. A lot of times at the end of the workday, I'm totally zonked out, but I'll try and make the effort to get on.
Yes, I do, John. We hear you fine. KG6USS, K6MYC. I have your 831, and you can have my 47. Over.
Roger. Well, I heard 61 there. Is Rob out there? You want to check in down here? Yeah, anybody else like you would want to check in on the high desert here?
I'm not getting anybody else from this side. All the big guns are not here yet. Rob is not checked in. And AA6 Sugar doesn't usually check in on Sunday. WA6AAJ is not here. So far we don't have anybody that can reach you, over.
All righty. Well, I got you, and I got 61, so, and so does PMD down there in Elsinore there. All right, bud. Have a good one. We'll catch you out here Wednesday night there. Roger.
Yeah, Roger. We'll look for you Wednesday night, John. And the signal's coming up nicely now, so just to QSB. We've got weather up here. It's been raining on and off through this whole Northern California area. Lots of thunderstorms and stuff, so the weather is rather turbulent, probably disturbing the band conditions a little bit. 7-3, good to hear you. KG6USS, K6MYC, Bozo Net, 47.
485. All right, Mike, have a good one. K6MYC, KG6USS. Back to net control on the vertical up here in Southern California.
Yeah, I heard somebody 85. Who was that?
485.
485. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mike. Just dropped in here to say hi. K6UDE.
Wow. I wonder, it's funny, but last night I was laying in bed, I thought of you, Jim. I hadn't thought of you for some time, and I kept thinking, well, you know what? Jim hasn't checked in for a long time. He must be changing his venue of what he's doing, but great to hear you off the backside. Stick around if you can. I'm pointed south at the moment, but we'll be around in your direction, and maybe we can do a little catch-up here. But great to hear you. Thanks so much for checking in. I guess you're only check in when it rains. Is that it, Jim?
Yeah, we got a little rain down here, or up here. Anyway, I'll wait till you spin around because you're fading in and out on me. So I'll wait till you spin around. You give me a holler. K6MYC, K6UDE.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I thought of you last night, like I said, and I was thinking, I got K6UD, and I could not remember. I could not bring up your Bozo number, but it's so freaky because I hadn't. You hadn't crossed my mind for several weeks or several months here, and I noticed all of a sudden that I hadn't heard you for 3 or 4 months, and that was weird. So I'm glad to have you back in here, even if it's a little bit at a time, Jim. I'll turn around in your direction shortly. I'm making good power of 1,500 watts, but it's all going south. We'll see you in a few minutes, Jim. K6UDE, K6MYC.
711, K6MY.
Okay. Good evening, John, 711. Who was the whistler?
N5NPD, 1129.
N5NPD. Wow. 1129. Is it 1029 or 1129, Brett?
Oh, crap. I think it's 1129.
Well, good to hear you in here. I'm not pointed at you, of course, but I can hear you always from your area there. What's been keeping you from checking in? Or is it just the net too late for you? Have been working too many hours?
Yeah, just a little bit late. I got to work. I'm still working. I'll retire at the end of the year.
Okay, well, we'll be around in your way if you can stick around 10 more minutes. We're just about to have wiped out all the people down this way. But we're still taking check-ins out of L.A. and a few other locals here. But we'll be coming up your way shortly. Hang in there, and good to hear you. Hopefully everything else is well, other than just working too hard. Hi.
Yeah, Mike, I'll hang around. I'll watch for the noise coming up here.
You got noise? Okay, well, I'll hopefully overcome that when we come around your way. I'm pointed toward L.A. at the moment. N5NPD in Newman, K6MYC. And who else do we have before we start rotating toward Atascadero?
KM6SRR.
Well, hey, you want to say, I think John's come and gone already down south, and so is Pat, but you might take a listen.
Hey, calling for anybody down south. This is KM6SR, a late check-in. You there, Pat or John? KM6SR standing by.
Well, they came and went.
Okay, yeah, I had to feed the hungry cats and plug all my antennas back in, so that took me a bit.
Oh, the wind blow you around?
No, we were getting lightning strikes right above us, so I disconnected the antennas.
Oh. Okay. Well, we got quite a list here. Have you been listening?
I got Jim, K6UDE, and 711 and 1129. Other than that, I don't have anybody else.
Okay, we got a whole bunch then. I got a whole list here.
Well, how about 971?
971 is a new one. You can put him down, Rob. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening, Mike. That's K6VBG.
K6VBG. Hi, K6BBG, 971.
Well, how's your wet and rainy day there, Mike?
What was the question?
I said, how was your wet and rainy day?
Well, it wasn't, I didn't go out much, but we didn't have much rain today. It was, sprinkle now and then, but nothing that would wet you. But we did get about an inch overnight, almost an inch or nearly an inch, probably an inch by now. But overnight we got just a hair under an inch. Rained quite hard last night here. Otherwise, and that's good for everybody. We needed it desperately, and the lawn was just happy.
Did you see that lightning? No, you didn't.
Yeah.
The show last night was pretty good.
Yeah, we got a pretty good lightning show. Okay. Let's see, who else do we have? We're missing WA6OIB, K6MTE, N6BYH, KC5DTU, maybe somebody else down that way. Who else am I missing here? K6MYC, Bozo Net. Well, we're missing N6SWR. How about you, Ben?
W6PYP 583.
Oh, 583. I've been calling for you regularly at the end of the nets, Greg. P583. How are you doing? And good to hear you tonight. Quite a surprise. W6PYP, K6MYC, over.
Hey, Mike, yeah, I'm hoping I can make it through okay. I'm mobile, and I'm vertical, so probably a little bit weak.
Well, you're a little weaker than normal, but not bad. I got good copy on you. Hopefully you got decent copy on me. I'm running 1,500 at you, so it should be more than you got in the car there. But no, you're doing fine. And thanks very much for checking in, even from the mobile there. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's hard to get here on time back at the house, so I'm mobile. I figured that's one way to get in, and I could copy you okay, and I could copy Rob also.
Rob, go ahead and say hello to Greg down there in Visalia.
How you doing, Greg? Is it W6PYP?
Yes.
Hey, Rob, yeah, W6PYP checking in vertical and mobile.
He's vertically polarized in the mobile. You might not be able to hear him real well tonight, Rob.
Okay, yeah, I heard him very weak, so I just checking my antennas, make sure I hooked him up right.
Oh, he's just vertical, and he's operating from the mobile. It's easier for him to get there than get home and turn everything on. Over.
Yep, roger on that. Well, if he's hearing me, thanks for being there, Greg. KM6SR, back to net.
Yeah, a lot of people creeping onto the woodwork tonight. Good to hear you. But also, K6 Uniform Delta Echo, Jim up in Waterford is in here, Rob. So we'll get turned around and we'll get him in again. Over.
Yep, I heard you talk to him. I just forgot his Bozo number.
485-485.
Okay, I got it. I'm hearing John on his vertical down there in the high desert.
Oh yeah, he's leaking through a little bit. I don't hear him too much here, but he's in and out. Okay, who else do we have? We're looking for Ben. N6SWR thought he would check in, and Bozo 61 was in, Rob. So you got him. You can put that down. He may still be listening here. You can try to give him a call if Ben does not come back. N6SWR, K6MYC, over. Give Rick a call, Rob.
Hey, old Bozo 61, KB6RQU. You on tonight, Rick? Or still there? KM6SRR, late check-in.
KM6SRR. Good evening, Rob, you old late check-in person. Yeah, I heard you. Heard you've been waiting around for people to show up there tonight and see who I can listen to. Old Bozo 61 here. I'm glad you got your antennas hooked back up.
Yeah, I quickly hooked up the 2 meter. The others are still not hooked up. So anyway, yep, good to hear you there. Thanks for being there, Rick. Thank you, Mike. KM6SR, back to net.
Okay. KW6S is on frequency. Rob's already heard him, so you could check him in. And hopefully, Rick, maybe you'll be able to hear Tom over there tonight. We'll have you listen for him. Okay, anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley and parts beyond? K6MYC, over. Hearing nobody. We do have Brett in here, 1129, Rob. Brett is in here, N5NPD, over there in Newman.
Yeah, I heard you talking to him.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to go toward the Tascadero now and see what we have over that way. So let's see what we got here. Coming around too close to it. That should be pretty close right there. W6QUI, W6QUI, and then KN6EIV, K6MYC, over.
Good evening, Mike. K6MYC, W6QUI, Bozo 1055. Very low beyond, his truck broke down. So he can't go up on the hill, put up everything. So check him in. Bozo's KN6EIV, Bozo 1044, over.
Oh, is he going to join us, or are you just checking him in by osmosis, over?
Well, I'm checking him in. His truck is broke, so he can't come up on the hill.
Oh, crap. Okay, well, that's too bad. He made a marvelous contact, or a couple of contacts last week. He probably told you. He worked both the guys up in DMO 9 there, which was spectacular, 268 miles or so, over.
Oh, yeah, he was very excited about that.
Yeah, that was a good contact, too, because particularly Daniel, KE7UQL, only runs 40 watts up there, so it's amazing that they can get that path to go. And it was solid copy both ways. It was amazing. Anyway, good to hear you. Let me turn it over to Rob and let him say hello to you. We also have Aaron and the others in here, but none of the big guns other than Rob and I, and everybody else is running lower power and smaller stuff there. KM6SRR, K6MYC.
Yeah, I heard Rick in there. Good evening, Ron. W6QI, KM6SR. Maybe Rick, KB6RQ, is trying to get a hold of you.
But I got the antenna peaked on Mike tonight, over.
Okay, well, you sounded good. Thanks for being there.
Well, I think it was you that mentioned about the fact that they get on 1296 on Friday about 7:15. I wonder if there was activity. I came out and listened for about 15 minutes, never heard a single soul anywhere. I wonder if anybody was there, or is that the wrong time of the night or something, over?
It was a radio club meeting here, and I was going to come out. I was going to go out, but something happened right around that time, and I could not get out of the house at 7:15. We're right in the middle of the dinner or something. And I had every intention of getting on, but that was the reason that Rob and some of the others weren't there. It was the club meeting. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, Ron, I had a club meeting, so I couldn't be on there, but I did receive the Bozo IO log from that night that Ralph put up. So they were there, and I think I only saw Mike check in, WA6AAJ. Bill wasn't even there, so and I think we'd have to tell Ralph to kind of point your way a little, and then I think you'd hear him there, over.
Yeah, well, I pointed your way for a while, see if I could hear anybody. I heard no activity, and then I pointed to LA and listened for about 15 minutes, never heard anything. So, okay, now I see why there wasn't anybody there, particularly. I'll try again next Friday, over.
Okay, Ron, that sounds good. Here, Rick, doubling with you there. Rick, go ahead. Are you trying to talk to Ron, over? Ron's in the Tascadero.
Ron turned toward Lake Isabella, so you can work KB6RQU.
Roger. Yeah, I do copy up there, yes. Full week with Q5, you're R25 here, so that's a good thing. Anyway, good evening to you, Rick, KB6RQU, W6QUI. I don't think he's hearing me.
Well, I don't think you pointed at anything. You're still loud up here. You didn't change at all on my signal.
Well, I moved it, and he got louder, so I figured that was a better heading.
Well, he would probably just due east of you. I would just go straight due east. That should be damn close. KB6RQU, listen up, Rick. Call him again, Ron. hear them both come back, so I think they're making it. Rob, I'm going to slide up towards Santa Cruz. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S. Good evening, Mike.
Good evening, Tom. We've got you in here. I think Aaron heard you earlier. You may have checked in. We have Rick on frequency down there in Lake Isabella. I think you've worked him, but he may be wanting to work you again tonight. He's working a Tascadero right now. You might be able to hear him. So turn down that way and give Rick a call. I told him that you would probably be able to hear each other tonight. Over.
Yeah, that's RQU.
Yeah, Kilo Bravo 6 Radio Queen United, KB6 RQU, Rick, Lake Isabella.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of big signals coming out of the south there tonight, so some of them hang in there quite a while, so something's going on in a good way. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, how about Lee? Is he in here tonight? Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, Lee? I guess not. Go ahead. Keep going, Tom.
KB6RQU, KB6RQU, KW6S, Charlie Mike 96, Santa Cruz. K6RQU, no, KB6RQU, KB6RQU, KW6S, Santa Cruz. KB6RQU, KW6S, Charlie Mike 96, Santa Cruz, and you're pretty close to my noise floor, but I do have you. KW6S, Kilo Whiskey 6 Sugar, Santa Cruz, Charlie Mike 96. KB6RQU, KB6RQU, KW6S, Kilo Whiskey 6 Sierra, Charlie Mike 96. Kilo Whiskey 6 Sugar, Santa Cruz, Charlie Mike 96.
Again, Rick. KB6RQU, K6MYC, about Q3. I didn't get all of that, but I heard my call. KW6S is on frequency and trying to reach you. He is hearing you. He is hearing you. So peak on Santa Cruz, just a little bit south of me. KB6RQU with KW6 Sugar in Santa Cruz, Charlie Mike 96, K6MYC, over. He's not hearing me either, Tom.
Okay, well, I looked in my log. I've worked him 4 or 5 times here on 2 meters before, so it wouldn't be an all-time new one for me.
Yeah, I think he's got some noise there.
KB6RQU, Rick, Tom is on there and listening for you. I think he's called a couple times.
hearing you, Rob.
Okay, yeah, Rick said that he's heard Tom briefly, but is not hearing him anymore.
Yeah, all of a sudden he dropped out here. Okay, we tried. Tom's worked him. They've worked each other several times anyway. I just thought we'd check for propagation. Looks like it isn't very stable over that path. AF6 United, Lee, are you in here yet? Nothing from Lee. So, Rob, are you copying Tom? Maybe you should spring over toward Tom and see if you can hear him. He's probably still pointed down toward Rick, Tom, so hang on a second. KM6 Sugar Radio, KM6SRR, K6MYC with KW6 Sugar. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, Mike, yeah, I wanted to tell Rick that Tom's call is Kilo Whiskey 6 Sugar, and apparently he's not hearing you anymore either, Rick, so I'm going to go down there to Tom. 73's KB6RQU, KM6SRR. Did I hear Ben in there, N6SWR? Hey, Ben, N6SWR, KM6SRR.
Stand by, Tom.
Okay, Ben, I'll do. Let me turn it back over to the net. Thank you, Mike, KM6SR.
Well, you keep going. You got to come up and talk to Tom.
Yeah, Ben wants me to give him a landline right now.
Okay, well, you go ahead and do that, and Tom can miss you tonight. You go ahead. I copied the 247 in here, so now we're going to move up into the Bay Area. Here we go.
285.
Okay, Tom, Rob's got a phone call. He's got a request to talk to N6SWR down in Bakersfield, so something's going on that he needs to talk to him right quick. All right. Thanks, Tom, and we'll see you, of course, tomorrow night on 2 meters and 222, I should say, and 6 meters. Hopefully you can stay up for us on 6. Hi. 73 for now. Okay. Oh, we won't work you on 220. That's right. I got to work you on 6. That's all there is to it. We just got to work you on 6. Over.
Yeah, it's just going to fill you in there. No movement on the 220 yet, but I will be here on 6 and should be good the rest of the week here. K6MYC, KW6F.
I could probably work you on 220 with a hole loop on your roof there.
That would still mean I got to get up on the roof.
Well, maybe you just set it out on the balcony. Do you have a balcony on that side?
Yeah, but it's only about 3 feet off the ground and about 85 foot above sea level.
Oh, good. Well, that might be interesting. You probably don't have one anyway, do you?
No, I don't. I don't even have a little Yagi I can throw out there.
Shame on you. Okay. Well, look, we'll see you tomorrow anyway, and hopefully on 6, around 8:30 or so.
Very good, and I'll roust Lee a little bit. K6MYC, KW6S. Good night.
Okay, well, probably due for you tomorrow. I know it's a time problem. So look for us at about 8:15 to 8:30. I'll start out with you tomorrow. I don't normally do that, but I'll start with you guys tomorrow, and then I'll just zip from your area right on up into Nevada and then come back. So I could easily start with you, and it only takes 15 seconds or so to rotate all the way to the north. So let me just count on you at about 8:10 to 8:30, and you can also say hello to Ken and Rob at that point in time, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, and maybe you can get Lee on there as well. 73, KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, sliding the antenna up into the Bay Area. There's the Bay Area a little bit. WB6JNN or others, K6MYC.
285, WB6JNN, Willie Baker 6, Juliet, November.
Gotcha, 285, big. good, strong signal, and maybe somebody else underneath you there as well, but good to hear you, Jim. Take a standby and let's see who the other one was that called when you did. Who was the other station in the Bay that called? Go ahead. Now I'm not hearing it. Maybe you had your, maybe you had the stream on, Jim.
Yeah, I had the stream on. That's true.
That's what I was hearing. Okay, take one. And did you guys get rain over there?
Oh, off and on today. We got rain, we got sunshine, we got a little bit of everything. Well, the only thing we didn't have is fog on the ground, but we had fog in the sky, we had rain in the sky, we had sunshine in the afternoon a little bit, and some slight amount in the morning. So, mixed day, but I managed to do a few contacts through the satellites, but nothing spectacular with my small little beams and my sick rotor, but I've got a rotor box that should be here on Wednesday that may correct the problem with the rotor that I have here. Not on this band, but on the satellite stuff.
Okay. What elevation system do you have?
I just fixed it at 20 degrees. That catches most of them well enough.
So what's your rotor box? Is it azimuth only?
Yeah, just azimuth. It's an old Radio Shack, and I've got a Radio Shack box on it, but it's an old one, and it's a 3-wire, so they're not very reliable. But I ordered one secondhand, and we'll see if it works better than this one. This one definitely doesn't work well.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck with that. I'm on to making a few satellite contacts there. Sounds good. At least you're trying to be functional. Quite an exciting thing on Friday with the astronauts coming in. Although to me, you were old like I was. You remember when it happened the first time, 57 years ago. I think it was 57 or 60 years ago when they went around the moon and then came back. So they made such a big deal out of this one, but I think it was a lot of different techniques that they were trying out and so on. But it was good, and they had much better photography and so on. So that was pretty exciting. Boy, they had it nailed to the second. I calculated they were about 13 seconds off from their prediction from days earlier. So that's pretty tight, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they did a good job. Although I guess they have some issues with the heat shield, but we'll see how that works out. They're going to have to do like Musk does and just say, well, that didn't work well enough. Let's see what else we can do.
Well, they've got a new one already designed. They knew they had a problem with that one, and they just used it because they figured it would hold up, and it did. So it wasn't any issue, but it was probably not quite as what it should have been. Heat shields are tough. There's no question about it, and they take a huge stress for a little while. That gets up to about 3,000 degrees as they're coming in. Over.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm certain I wouldn't want to be coming down into that thing and watching all that fly by my screen, my windows.
KM6SR.
That's got to be unnerving.
Yeah. Okay. Stand by a second, Jim. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I'm done with my call with Ben. Who do you have checked in after you talked to Tom?
Nobody. I'm with Jim right now. That's the first check-in. WB6JNN. A285.
Okay, thank you. You didn't get Lee over in Tascadero? Or I mean in Santa Cruz?
Oh, no, Lee wasn't there, but we did get both stations, 1055 and 1044, in, of course, in Tascadero, and then Tom only. And then Jim, and we have been just chugging along slowly waiting for you. What was going on with Ben?
Well, he had a confusion. He wasn't sure that we heard him to get checked in, and then Rick told me to give him a call, and he tried, and the number didn't work. So Ben wanted to talk to me, and my number is the same bad one he had. So anyway, it's something we'll just have to take care of maybe tomorrow.
Take care of what?
Getting some way to get a hold of Rick.
Oh, well, we were talking to Rick, but He couldn't get a hold of Rick, you mean? Oh, I see. He wanted to call Rick. I didn't hear Ben at all. Was he the one that was really weak that we were struggling with, trying to get a copy on?
Could have been. I heard him one time in there, and I called back, and then I guess he called, and I didn't hear him. But so Rick told Ben to call Rick. So, and when Ben did, the number was no good. So they'll talk tomorrow on before the Aries Nets and get it straightened out. Back to net, KM6SR.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And I don't know if Jim is hearing you, but sometimes he hears you, but you don't hear him. Anyway, Jim, back to you. Thanks for standing by a second. We had a little leftover comms from the Bakersfield area there. WB6JNN in the group in the Bay Area, ready to take some other check-ins as soon as Jim lets it go. K6MYC.
Anybody else in the Bay Area? WB6JNN, go ahead. AB6SR 807.
Oh, yeah, Stan, good signal?
Yeah, okay. I can hear Rob as well. Back to you, Mike.
Yeah, very good. Hey, good evening, and good strong signal here. Don't think we heard you on 6 the other day, but I think that was one of those funny days. Anyway, everything's working here. We should be in good shape tomorrow on 6. It's quiet and wet, and I don't think I'll have my power line noise that I've been suffering with, or the inverter noise from my neighbor. I'm not sure what it is. Can be very severe at times. Anyway, good to hear you. You're so strong, and we finally got some rain. I'm trying to keep my little tomato plants watered. I have a hell of a time here. We still got a backyard sprinkling system that's got 2 bad Erytrol controllers for valves, and we can't shut them off, so I can't put water on and let the rest of the system go because these 2 valves won't shut off, and I can't run it that way, so I have to I'm trying to get somebody in here this next week to help me fix these controllers. Not the controller, but the valves themselves that are in the ground. They just don't want to shut off, and we can't figure out what we're doing wrong. Anyway, we'll get it. Anyway, otherwise I've been putting off planting the last batch of seeds. Then I got sick, and then I'm better now, and I'm about ready to do it, but it was so dry we don't have any sprinkling, and I just been putting off planting the second batch of seeds, but I'll probably get it done this week. It's supposed to warm up toward 85 degrees by Friday, so it should be just perfect to get the seeds started. AB6SR, K6MYC.
K6MYC, AB6SR. Yeah, okay, Mike. Yeah, I think you mentioned on Wednesday they were Erytrol. I think Hydro Rain are much the same. We got those 1.5-inch valves in the ground here as well. Only got half an acre, but somebody put in the 1.5-inch Erytrol valves. The diaphragms go after 10-15 years. I found they are available, but not so easy to get these days online, but they are available. The 1-inch version's easy to get, but you probably have a 1.5-inch one. It's not a difficult job to change. It's about 2, 4, 6, 8 stainless steel Phillips screws to take out usually on them. I've had to repair it. We've been here nearly 40 years, so yeah, I've changed them twice, 2 or 3 times, maybe 2 or 3 times. Okay, you mentioned with Jim with the rain. I think over the last 3 days, today, Saturday and Friday, we probably had upwards of an inch here. So quite a lot of rain yesterday and quite a lot today too. Didn't get to go out to walk, so okay, that's about it from me. The tomato plants here doing really well. The sun gold ones, the little cherry ones, they're spindly plants, but they're about 4 feet high now, and a couple of the other ones are about 2.5 feet. Much more sturdy plants. Crimson Carmelo I sent you. Okay, so let's see who else is in the Bay Area. That's it from me. I will be trying 6 tomorrow. Hope for the best. 3rd time should be a charm. Yeah, I think it was Chris, K6UYH that you chatted with last week. I was down in the noise, so I'll try again tomorrow. Okay, back to you, K6MYC, AB6SR.
Okay, very good, Stan. AB6SR in this Bozo group, K6MYC. Just quickly on the Irritrolls, mine are 3/4. The valve bodies are 3/4 in, 3/4 out, but no, we understand how they work. I've been maintaining mine for 26 years, so they were here when I came, and I've got 19 of them in the ground. So I know how to fix them, but these two that we have, one of them we can't get it to rotate, and we haven't tried taking it apart yet, but it don't rotate, so we can't shut it off all the way. It's stuck halfway off, and so that's part of it. I can't leave it a go because it leaks water all the time in that one leg, in that one system. The other one, we've put 4 new tops on and greased and played with the valving and the rubber gaskets and all the rest of it. Put 2 or 3 new gaskets in, and it just will not shut off. We just can't figure out what we're doing wrong. But we've been playing with it, and we know all about it. Changed out the screws. Changed out the top, changed out the bottom. I can't change the bottom, but there's nothing wrong with the bottom. All the stuff that comes out of there, the gasket with the valving is down in there, and then the top part, and all that seems to be functional, but it doesn't work when we put it together. It won't shut the damn water off. So that's what we're struggling with. Anyway, I should have that fixed later in the week. We'll get it. 7-3 for now, and we'll look for you tomorrow night on 6 meters. Stan, AB6SR for your final, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. You may end up changing the valves if they're only 3/4 ones. It shouldn't be too difficult. But as you say, when they're in the ground, everything's difficult. That's what I find, shoveling out all the heavy soil here and that sort of stuff. Okay, wish you well with that. Yeah, I'll try and be on 6 tomorrow. Do my best. I think the weather's going to pick up. And as I say, we had unlike Jim, we had a fair bit of rain. So luckily I turned the master switch on the sprinklers off on Thursday night. So should be okay for the next week. Okay, talk to you tomorrow, I hope. K6MYC, AB6SR clear.
Okay, very good. And we'll see you on 6. Shouldn't be any problem on 6. I think we'll be able to work you unless we have terrible noise on our side. That's usually the stopper on my side. 7-3. AB6SR, K6MYC clear, and QRZ for anybody else in the Bay Area, please. Over.
KA6UYH.
Okay. KA6UYH, stand by a second, Chris. Who is JNP? Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike, WB6JNP, Corsical.
Oh, that JNP. Okay. Hi, 107. We got you. Good evening to you. And anything new in Corsical other than about an inch of rain? Over.
Yeah, that was about it. A little over an inch.
Yeah, we got about an inch here as well. And welcome. Because you got rain the week before. We didn't get any. I had 12 drops per square foot here, the earlier one. But yesterday or last night before last, we got inch and a half, inch of rain. So it sprinkled off and on today, but nothing that was measurable. Good enough. Let me go back to the Bay Area. Thank you, Dane, for checking in here. Good to hear you. We got almost everybody in Corsical tonight. The only one that hasn't showed up was AJ6PD. Tony isn't in here yet. Tony, are you here? No, Tony. Okay, 7-3, Dane. Thank you. And over to you, Chris. Booming signal. KA6UYH, K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike. Yes, you are about a 5x7 here as well, so you're doing good as well. What happened to you guys on 40 meters Saturday and Sunday? I did not hear you guys at all.
Well, propagation probably. It was poor locally for the close-in people. I was on both times. Was on dead nuts 8:30 and on from But it was intermittent. We stopped after a while because we had such poor local propagation. I think we were on until about 9, 8:30 to 9. There was good activity, and then Saturday and then Sunday we had quite a few people in, a lot of people in and out. But again, pretty poor propagation to locals like WB6 GGY. He was okay, but S5 instead of 20 over 9.
All right, that makes sense then, because I listened for you guys on Saturday and Sunday, or today is Sunday, but I just didn't hear you guys at all. So, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I was there. Did miss one day. I slept until 9 o'clock, I think, with Friday. And I didn't wake up till a quarter to 5 minutes to 9, and by the time I got in there, it was about 5 after 9. But we did carry on after that, and propagation was good to Olympia, Washington, and places. But overall, the last 3 or 4 days, the local prop on the short skip stuff has been really poor. So there you go. You didn't miss much. We'll be able to see you tomorrow. Maybe it'll be recovered a little bit better tomorrow morning. KA6UYH, K6MYC, and we'll look for you on 6 tomorrow night.
Golf, Yankee. All right, 73s, Mike. I've got some questions for you when we get a chance. So 73s, KA6UYH.
Okay, very good. And I hear you, Phil. WB6GGY, good morning. Good evening. Good morning. Leftover from today, K6MYC. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, WB6GGY, Bozo 884. What is Barbara's Bozo number? Barbara's Bozo number, over.
I don't know. Give me your call sign.
Yeah, KE6RGP.
Okay, copy that, Rob. KE6 Radio Golf Papa. What's the Bozo number?
Okay, I was sending a text to Ben. You want me to look up KE6 Romeo Papa?
RGP, Radio Golf Papa, isn't it? Really good person?
Really good person, right on.
Did we ever issue her a Bozo number?
Roger, last week, over.
Okay, well, it's probably something like 1256 or something. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, I finally got to put it all in. Is that Phil's better half, Barbara?
Yes, better half, Barbara.
Yeah, KE6RGP. We issued her 1258, 1258.
I didn't miss it by much, did I, Phil?
No, you didn't, but I didn't. I'm having a harder time copying him. What was his reply there, Mike?
Her number is 1258. I thought it was 1256, but it's 1258. 1258.
Let's say it louder so they can hear you.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, she's checking in. She got it. Go ahead.
I got it, and I got it written down, too. Thank you very much, Barbara. Good to hear you.
Okay, very good. And sorry to bug out on you this morning, but Barbara decided we had clear weather and time to go to church. So that's where we disappeared to. Over.
Okay, no worries. You didn't get the snow you were expecting, so that's good. I'm glad you got the church thing taken care of, and praise the Lord.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you. We'll scoot back, let the rest of the gang get in here. 7-3, and we'll look for you in the morning.
Yeah, I heard your conversation, by the way, the other morning after you finished with me. You were talking to some local guy, N6 something, not right close to you there, but he was the same copy as you were, over.
Yeah, he's running the same antenna and just about the same wattage, and he lives about 1.5 airline miles away from me on a mountaintop.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have brought him in here. You waited till we all signed before you brought him in.
You know, I'm trying to get him on 2 meters and 6 meters here also. So he's working on it. So that's coming up. As soon as I can get him on here, go ahead.
Okay, very good. Give me his call again.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I just had a brain. I'll give it to you in the morning.
Oh, just say his name and the call will come in to you. It's NTP or something like that.
Yeah, it's Charles Havocost. Charlie Havocost. Over.
Okay. I think it was N6NTP or something like that was his call. I heard it several times and I was going to call in, but you guys were going back and forth, so I just left you go. Anyway, good. Well, maybe we'll catch him tomorrow morning. 7-3 for now, Phil. And we'll see you tomorrow, and thanks, Barbara, for checking in here.
Yeah, I'd have him on tonight, except that he goes to bed about this time. So he early to bed and early to rise. He's up around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, WB6GGY.
Is he still working? Is that why he has to get up so early?
No, just habits. He was a orthodontist and kept early hours so that people could come in the office at 5 o'clock in the morning on their way to work. Go ahead.
Oh, boy. Okay. More power to him. Sorry about that. Well, we can always check him in. Well, you can call me up the back of the beam even if he doesn't get in on his system and let me know he's there, and we'll give him a Bozo number when we get his call sign there. It'll probably be about 1260, something like that will be his Bozo number. Over.
Roger. I'll get him. I'll talk to him in the morning and have him stick around for our 40-meter get-together.
Yeah, terrific. Okay, very good. 7-3 for now. There, Phil. And now, anybody else in the Bay Area, please? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie standing by.
W6 PQL. Bozo 177.
Oh, 177. You're still here. Okay, hang on a second, Gary. W6BQL, give me a little more chatter, Jim, and I'll move the antenna on you. Over. W6BQL, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Mike, you're a little bit on the weak side tonight. Assume you just have to move your antenna a little bit one way or the other. Good evening to you. Seem to be coming through okay on the live stream now. I can hear it in the background, so you're probably pointed at me. How you doing?
We're doing fine. I didn't have it on you, and that's why I say give me some chatter so I can get it on you. And we also have Gary in here, KE6QR 177. So I'm writing down 1296 here, and I'm writing in 177, Rob. Okay, we'll get you in a minute, Gary. So let's see, Jim, you got some rain over there, huh?
Yeah, actually, since yesterday we got about an inch, and all told for the series of storms that came through here, they weren't really storms, they were just more or less passing showers. But about an inch and a half in total, so that's good. That brought us up to the average for the year. Going back about 7 years, it's been about 20, maybe 20 and a half inches per year, and we're about 21, so we're right in there.
Yeah, you're hanging right in there. Boy, you get a lot more rain than we do. We get 11. We're averaging 11 here. And we're just about 11 or 12 right now, but it's spread out so much it's meaningless. We did get an inch in this last little storm night before last, though. That was good. Okay, I'm going to get over to Gary and get him and find out what's going on. I thought he'd be on his trip already. He's going somewhere. He was going to be gone for a month or so, I thought, but maybe things may have changed for him there. So, we'll catch you tomorrow on 222 and 6 meters, Jim. W6PQL, K6MYC. And over to you.
Hey, very good. Well, I'll find out.
Go ahead. I hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jim. Well, let me do it this way. KE6QR, how copy me, Lee? Gary, K6MYC. Go ahead.
You're actually talking this way or not? Because I can't hear you very well on the direct path. Little noise over here tonight. 73 is Mike, W6PQL.
Okay, did you have somebody else in there? Is Mike in there, 775?
Came back to the South, Texas, and we're back home again now, but we do have a phone.
No, I'm not hearing them yet tonight.
Not feeling it.
Okay.
We didn't get it until we got home, so that's kind of interesting. Sounded good there, Mike. Thanks for letting me check in. We'll continue to listen. K6NYC, KE6QR.
Okay, I got you covered up a little bit. Jim came back, and we're having a little trouble copying each other with Jim, and then he came back on top of you, so I didn't get what you said, Gary. What happened? Did your plans change, or am I just off a day or so? Over.
Oh, I'm back home again. We were gone for 11 days. 11 days we were gone, and we went to Chicago on a train across the Midwest, and then down to Louisiana, and then across the top of Texas, and then back up the coast. It's 5 days in Louisiana. So we're back home now, and we have a brand new product, a little Yankee MT891, brand new out of the box, $700. Have a lot of fun with it.
Oh boy, you dropped down to a point where it's not readable. It's about Q3. I could make the contact, but I can't get the text. So I'm not copying at all. I'm missing it. Hang on just a second. Let me see if Ken is in here, and maybe it'll come back. You were strong when you first called in, so it's just a little lull in the band here. Just hang in there a second, Gary. KE6QR, N6RO. Ken, are you here? N6RO, K6MYC. N6RO, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO. You're not your normal strength. Anyway, I'm Bozo 835 in Charlie Mike 97, and the high temperature was 61. Pretty chilly day. I slept all day, just finished up dinner, which was ahi tuna and Brussels sprouts. And I'm still groggy from 2 overnighters in the contest. How are you copying me, over?
I'm copying you fine. I might have been a little null or something. What was your score? Did you make your 1,200 or more?
Oh, no. Terrible conditions, particularly on the high bands. We had no contacts on 10, only 4 on 15. That's 300 down from our past efforts. Nothing on 160, although I spent hundreds of CQs toward Japan. Only had 42 contacts on 80 meters, which is about 1/3 of what we normally get. It's a combination of thunderstorm static, particularly this morning. It wasn't too bad Saturday morning when I made most of the contacts. The activity was just terrible, probably because the band conditions were so bad. Anyway, it was probably one of our categories, being the only one in it. K6MIC and 6RO.
Okay, very good. Thanks for the quick recap. Sorry you had such a trouble time with so much effort put into it and then to come up with such miserable results. But like you say, band conditions and static doesn't help. Boy, when you have stormy conditions, particularly on the low bands, it's just a disaster. I listened a little bit, and I worked a couple of friends. I worked ZS1 Papa Zulu both days, and his friend also in Cape Town there, who just put up a new antenna. But boy, conditions were marginal. And that's the only 2 ZSs I worked the whole weekend. Worked them on both days. I worked them 3 times, hour apart on the second day. Just awful conditions. Propagation was down 10, 15 dB from normal in terms of amplitude. So there you go. It wasn't good. You can see why you just struggled. Sorry about the 160 blotto. All right, let me go back and see if I can get the rest of Gary's conversation. He's trying to tell me why he isn't gone. And I'm not copying him very well. Maybe you can hear him better than I can. That's KE6QR. Okay, 7-3, Ken. I'll be see you tomorrow on 222. Going back over to KE6QR. KE6QR, KE6MYC. Back in your direction, Gary. Over. Okay, something's really, really screwed up here. You may be pointed wrong. I'm pointing clear up at 313. I normally get you at 293 to 295. I'm at 313, and I'm just starting to hear you here at 313. So something is really screwed up here. I'm getting you on a bounce or something, Gary. Over.
Okay. I moved my beam a little bit. Is that any different?
You know, it's just marginal. It's Q3. Over.
Okay. Well, I think it's just conditions, right? Because you did come up to the front for a little bit, but you're down too. Okay, well, have a good net. And Ken's with me. Howdy. KE6QR, Charlie Mike 88. So,
Gary, you're loud and open.
So it must be for his is. Okay. And what contest that was that you were in?
Well, I'm clear up at 322, 323, and that's where you're coming from at the moment. I cannot get you on the direct path. So whatever's happening, maybe you can peek on me in this direction. Maybe we get a good bounce off of something. Because I'm towards Sacramento right now. I'm pointed up towards Sacramento, way off of you, Gary. KE6QR, last try, K6MYC.
Okay, so I can't really move it around too much right now because I do know I know I have it pointed perfectly, but my indicator is broke at this time. But the tower with a daylight out here, I try to put it right on. Yeah, N1PPP is trying to check in too.
Okay, N1PPP. N1PPP. Give me a call, and I'll peek on you. N1PPP, go ahead. K6MYC, over.
K6MYC, N1PPP. You're sounding pretty good right now.
Yeah, good copy. Good copy. And do you have Kent in there also, 160?
Hey, I got 162.
Okay. Good, yeah, you're booming in here right now. It's funny because I can't hardly hear Gary, and yet you're pounding in from Clear Lake. By the way, we're trying to get Lynn back on WA6KLK up in Mendocino, so you might keep an ear out for him trying to get in here. You might keep an ear out for Lynn. I know you guys can hear each other there from his place in Mendocino. WA6KLK is... he's got a broken leg, but he's going to try and get something back up for 2 meters. Over. Okay, I didn't get much of that, but hopefully you copy WA6KLK, keeping it around for WA6 Kilo Lima Kilo. I think he's number Bozo 405, I think, 405. Anyway, he may be getting on one of these days. He may be vertical, but you guys still should hear him. 73, Dave. N1PPP, K6MYC, 73. Okay, up into the Sacramento area. How about KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo? How about you, Darren? I think I heard you. Give it to me again. You're very, very light, very, very weak. I'm pointing all over the place trying to find you. KJ6KFB 756 K6MYC. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, you came up there for a moment. The band conditions must be a little bit flaky tonight. I'll give you a chance to get dialed in, see if you can make a nice, solid transmission, and you can hear me with a solid receive. Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo 756.
Yeah, we got you 756. It's off about 10 or 15 degrees, and I don't know whether the antennas slipped or the calibration's off or what. Everybody else seemed to be where they were supposed to be. So I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, we got you now, Darren. KJ6KFB, K6MYC.
Well, see, that's the funky propagation up the valley, and if you stay there, you might even be able to work Bill and John in that same position, and you turn toward them and lose them. So you might want to give it a shot. Carry on, KJ6KFB. Have a good one, Mike.
Okay, and I got to also go back and see if I can hear KO6IQR and others. So let me see what's left in the middle of the valley here. Merced, Modesto area, and Turlock. KO6IQR, are you home? K6MYC. Go ahead, Mario.
Hey, Mike, K6MYC. This is KO6IQR, 1189. Yeah, I got back this afternoon around 2 p.m., so back in time for sure.
Good signal from you, no problem. And pointing a little bit north of you, but it's good enough. And good, I'm glad you had a good, safe drive. I got a chance to see everybody down there and got home with room to spare here. KO6IQR, did you have to drive through any rain?
Got a little bit of rain coming through like the Santa Clarita Valley area, and then once I got into the valley, there's one little sprinkle right before I got to Bakersfield, and then just broken clouds on the way here for most of the last 2.5 hours. Not much rain at all.
Yeah, it's been a funny storm. It's been scattered little cells all over the place, and so it's hard to pin down where you're going to have rain and where you're not. I had one after the other, these little little pellets. Judy said she looked at them on the radar map, and they'd be little dots of red. That's the heart of the little cell, and be little red dots all over, and then turning to orange, and then turning to yellow, and then turning to green. But they were just all over the place, little ones. Not one big one, just little guys all over the place. So that's why it's been so scattered. Okay, well, I'm glad you're back, and we'll look for you, of course, tomorrow on 6 meters, and look forward to that. Hopefully, we'll have a good day on 6 tomorrow. We got about 1 inch of rain here in some one cell that came in the night before last, and lasted for several hours. So we got about 1 inch out of that, which was wonderful. We needed it badly. Thank you, Mario, for popping in, and also stand by for John there. KO6IQR for your final K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, I will catch you tomorrow on 673 K6MYC KO6IQR.
73. How about you, John? KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, KD6WVL, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KD6WVL 1179. Yeah, it's a little flaky tonight, up and down, but you're strong. Even Mario was pretty strong up here in the meth capital of California.
The meth capital?
No, it's just a joke. We call it meth gesto.
Okay. You're talking about the drug, the meth?
Roger.
Oh, boy. Okay. Sorry about that. I guess there's nothing else to do up there in Modesto other than stand around in the corner on Saturday night and watch the bumpers rust, huh?
Yeah, you know, that's about it. There's not much going on. You know, you get out on the road anywhere around here, it's crazy. You know, people, they don't obey any of the stop signs, traffic signals. It's crazy over.
Okay, well, obviously you're aware of it, so be careful. Hopefully you won't get tangled up on any of that stuff. 7-3, John, thanks for popping in, and we'll look for you tomorrow, of course, on 6. Got the 6-meter thing working yet?
Negative. Yeah, my mast is all screwed up here. It's twisting around. I got to go up on the roof there, and I'm going to drill a hole through it so that it can't twist and put a bolt through it over.
Okay. Well, if we hear you, we hear you. 7-3 for now. Thanks for checking in, as always. KG6WVL, K6MYC, going back in toward Sacramento. Okay, let's see, Bill, KO6KD. KO6KD, K6MYC.
All right, we'll give it a try here and see the XMYC and the Bozo. Here's K6KD, Kilo, Oscar 6 Kilo, Delta Bozo 776. Give you a chance to get the thing swung around here. I can see you moving the antenna. So if I see if you can find the spot where I'm coming in the best at, so I'll give you plenty of transmission here. So there, how about that? Can you hear me now? Over.
Yeah, we've got you. You got motor boating on you. I can't seem to clear that up, but the path is not where it should be. I'm off 10 degrees. I'm up above 340, and normally at 328. So I'm at about 340 something to hear you the best. It's just everybody shifted to the north tonight. I don't know whether the antenna shifted, but it's only in this direction. Toward the Bay Area, everything was pretty much where it should be. So that's the part that confuses me. It's right in some directions and it's way off in others. That must mean that the path is skewed. Anyway, we've been missing you on 40. We stood by again this morning, but the band has not been real good. I can copy Phil, but maybe the propagation is not good enough for you to get in there. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Yeah, I just moved my antenna a little bit to try to bring you up a bit. I don't know if I made matters worse or not, but I'm just not hearing you guys in the morning. I can hear people far away, and Sunday I have another roundtable at 9 o'clock. It usually starts about 8:45, and it's kind of a local roundtable, and we couldn't hear each other hardly at all. So yeah, it's just not working out for me anymore on 40 meters. We're gonna have to wait a while until things straighten out, and then we'll be able to check in. Sorry about that. I was there the last 3 days. I just can't hear anybody. Over.
Well, I was there. I was about 7 minutes late this morning. Yesterday I was right on time. But the propagation was poor yesterday and a little better today. I'm copying Phil okay. We're chatting, but not strong, not to 20 over signals like he should be. And signals to Vancouver or to Washington up into Olympia for K7VO were 9+20. And Helena, Montana was a little weak, but he's only running 69 watts, so he doesn't have any margin until he gets the new amplifier, and he's on the verge of getting a new little an Ancom or something. No, oh, for God's sake, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, it's a 4CX 1000 or 4CX 1500 or something in the final, so it should do pretty well for him. Anyway, 7-3, and we'll look for you again in the morning. Hopefully conditions will be such that you can hear propagation. Other people are reporting not hearing me also, and I've been there. So when you don't hear my 1500, it's got to be bad. Over.
Yeah, just like if you don't hear my 1500, it's got to be bad. So, yeah, indeed. Did you say an Ameritron AL 1500 amplifier?
I missed a question about the amplifier. It's an ACOM, and it's got a 3CX or 4CX something in it. Over. I think it's a 4CX 800 actually, a 4CX 800, 3CX 800, 3CX 800 in the final.
Okay, so he's getting an ACOM 1000. It's what it sounds like. He's getting an ACOM 1000. Stay away from the 1500.
Yeah, I think that's right. ACOM 1000 with a 3CX8 single 3CX800 in the final. Makes a maximum of about 1,200, but comfortable at 1,000. So there, you got it. He will have it sometime midweek to late this week. Over.
Why did he not just go buy a set of 572B tubes from Penta Labs for about $300 and put them in the amp he's already got?
He's got the tubes. And he's going to send the amplifier over to a guy in Utah or someplace that repairs them somewhere. And the guy's going to do a lot of upgrades and cleanup on the 572s and make sure everything's working, and then send it back. So he'll have both amplifiers in the long run. Over.
Well, I don't know what happened to the heat kit. That's what I don't understand. But okay, third time's the charm. Third time is the charm. Hopefully this will be an amplifier that he can keep and keep working. All right, Mike, 7-3 for now. John's waiting out here, and he's got to get going. It's getting late for him. He's got to go. 7-3, we'll try to catch you guys in the morning, KO6 Kitty.
Yeah, and a big peak at the end, so the band is just all screwed up. I'm up at 340 degrees for you. It moved back down. I went back down to your direct heading. It was there for a minute, and then it went back, and you went away completely. Had to go back up to 340. So the path is just changing. That's what it's boiling down to. Anyway, we'll talk more about amps in the morning, but I think he's going to have it sorted out eventually. You can't ask Mark any questions because he's got it all figured out. You know how that is. KR6MR, John, I wonder if you can copy me here. KR6MR, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. KR6MR, Bozo 759.
Got your 759, and you're sounding pretty good. I haven't tried to peek on you, but good copy. I'm going to leave it where it is because it's pretty close to where I need to be for Reading. And I'll stand by for those guys as soon as we finish with you here. KR6MR, Meadow Vista. How much rain did you get up there? K6MYC.
Just short of 5 inches. 5 inches, over.
Holy cow, we got 1 inch, and I was happy to get it.
Well, we got 5, and I guess more is on the, we're about done, I think. If anything, if it rains anymore, it's going to snow. It's about 42 degrees out here and getting colder.
Yeah, it's a little cool here. We'll be down in the high 40s tonight, probably. I think it's still 50 out there. A little light drizzle every now and then through the day, but for the most part, you couldn't call it rain. It would just sprinkle every now and then for a few seconds. Little shells all over the place there. And quite cool. It's supposed to be warming up. We should be in the 80s by the end of the week. 7-3, John, and we'll look for you tomorrow night on 6 meters. KR6MR, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. It also looks like Highway 80 was shut down for snow, and the big boy train, 4014, did not go through Chico like it was supposed to. They sent it back up over the Feather River route, so it probably made a lot of people upset. KR6MR, back to net.
I didn't get that. What did they have to send back? I didn't get what it was.
Oh, the big boy locomotive. 4014. He's doing a coast-to-coast run started here in Sacramento. He's going to go all the way to the East Coast. And he was supposed to do a whistle stop in Colfax today, but they have the pass closed for the train, so he had to go back over the Feather River route. Go ahead.
Oh, who is it on the train?
Well, I don't know who's on the train. It don't matter. It's the world's largest locomotive.
I'm not getting it. You're so fluttery and messed up with multipath. Something locomotive. What is it? A special train or something? I'm not following this.
Correct. It's a Union Pacific locomotive, articulated engine, Number 4014, largest train on the track, it's 1 million pounds, and is doing a cross-country trip to celebrate the 250th anniversary. Over.
Okay. A big train, big heaviest one ever. Okay, sounds good. Well, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. There's been nothing on the news about it, so that's why it was totally news to me. And you can give me some more fill-in perhaps tomorrow under better conditions on 6. You're fluttering and warbling and motorboating, and the copy is just miserable. Got plenty of signal strength, but it's just all distorted because of the path. The propagation is poor at the moment. Fine on your 5 inches of rain, though. That's wonderful. 7-3, and let me see if I can catch the boys in Reading, and then we'll get out of here and up to Nevada. 7-3, KR6MR, K6MYC. 7-3, John.
73, Mike. Have a good evening. Look for you tomorrow. KR6MR, back to net.
Roger. Okay, I'm going to try and call Reading. See if you can hear me. KD6SW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, and KO6HS, K6MYC. Over, Rich. Okay, I hear you, 145. I've got your 145 very, very weak. Q3. Give me another call, and I'll move the antenna to see if I can get you better, and then I'll look for Jerry. KD6SW, go again, over. Okay, I've got you now pointed toward the Sierras. There's no path up the valley, but I'm pointed over at 355 toward the Sierras, and I've got you on a slightly bounce path. But I didn't copy much because I didn't get there till you were finished. But let me see if I can hear Jerry in the same path here. KD6SW with KO6HS. KO6HS to take it, K6MYC. Okay. I got the over, Jerry, and I heard part of the numbers. I think it's you in there. 73 said, boy, oh boy, tough copy. I pointed up at 350 degrees. I can try come back now that I found you, but you just started to come up to detectable at the end there. Try another one, and I'll see if I can get a peek. On you. KO6HS, K6MYC, over. I can't find a peak. The path is scattered. I'm clear up to due north. I'm pointed due north right now. Normally you're at 333. Normal 333, and I'm pointed at 360 right now. So it's way off, but this is where I can hear you. I go to 333 and you disappear. So really, really tough conditions. Thanks for being there. Thanks for checking in, Jerry. Thank you very much for checking in, and we'll see you. We'll see you on Wednesday there. See you on Wednesday. Thank you again. KO6HS and KD6SW, K6MYC. 7-3, guys, 7-3.
All right, 7-3. You came up just a little bit there. Kind of bouncing up and down. But we'll catch you next time when conditions are better. KO6HS.
Roger, got you 100% that time. And this funny bounce path off the Sierra is very good. 73 Jerry 73. Thank you again. Okay, I'm pointed toward Nevada. KD6SW, KD6BQ, KD6BQ. How about you, Richard?
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
I got your 249 from way back at the beginning. I heard you as soon as I came in the shack with the CW. I responded a couple of times, but you may not have heard the response. But anyway, we have you checked in, and your signal is coming from exactly the direction it's supposed to come from. So the path in the San Joaquin Valley is all over the place. I was chasing signals back and forth 30 and 40 degrees. It was terrible, over.
Yeah, I saw that. It's pretty interesting to watch. I actually could hear you pretty well at 285 degrees, and then it went away again.
Yeah, just bouncing and doing all kinds of funny stuff here. Well, let's take a listen and see if Eric is in there, and then we'll look for Daniel and others. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC. Eric?
Yeah, go ahead, Eric, if you're there. Over, Mike.
Okay, I don't hear him at all. 1193, but I hear nothing at the moment. I'm sure he'll come up in a minute, over.
Yeah, you're down right now. When you're up on a peak, I'm sure he'd hear you.
Okay, well, anyway, we got him checked in, 1193. Thank you much, and we'll catch him after we do Daniel here.
Yeah, roger that. Stand by, Eric. He'll try again after he contacts Daniel.
Just started to get the tail end of that, Eric. Just started to get the tail end of your words there. Good evening, good evening. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC. 73, Eric.
73, N7,
We got you that time. God, the band is just all screwed up tonight. Thank you for being there, Eric. Sorry, it's not very good tonight. Very, very choppy. Let me see if we can hear Daniel in here. KE7UQL, how about you, Daniel? KE7UQL, K6MYC. KE7UQL, I don't hear him. I wonder if you hear anything there, Richard. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, negative on Daniel there. It might be. We had snow and rain off and on today. He might not have gotten the antennas up, over.
Yeah, Roger, that's what I was thinking, that if he has snow, he doesn't get the antennas back up. Okay. Let me see. W7WAI, I wonder if you can hear Greg there. W7WAI, K6MYC. Any copy, Greg?
Are you out there, Greg? W7DAI, Mike is calling, KD6BQ. Yeah, negative on Greg as well.
Okay, yeah, and W7DAI, I always want to say WAI. W7DAI, K6MYC. Okay, no copy on Greg either there. All right, well, that's it, I guess. Let me see. K7SUN by chance. Stan, K7 Sierra Uniform November. Are you there? Nothing from Stan. I guess you're all alone up there, Richard, you and Eric, so thanks for holding down the fort. I don't know if Rob's copying you at all. Rob, you want to try say hello to Richard there?
Yeah, sure. I was getting him in a different spot. I'm here right now. I don't know if you hear me or not, Richard. KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. KM6SRR, KD6BQ. Sounds like you're gargling underwater, over.
Yeah, I got a little bit on you. I peeked on you a little better, so this should be better there. KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
Yep, that cleaned it up a bit, and you're getting stronger.
Yeah, if you just quit gargling, you'll be all right, Rob.
Yeah, well, I'm old, so you know those things kind of come on their own.
Okay. 7-3, Richard. 7-3. We'll see you tomorrow night on 6 meters. I may be a tad late. We're going to go to Santa Cruz first because of a timing issue. That we're going to start in Santa Cruz first, and then we'll zoom right on up to your area. But I might not get there till 8:30 or so. Over.
Roger, Roger. I'll let Larry know if he shows up.
Okay, thank you for that. It was good to hear Larry the other night. We almost fell off my stool here. Over.
Yeah, so did I. He heard me on testing on 432 and called me on 432.
They could hear your smashing 70 watts, huh?
Yeah, it does make a difference.
I'll bet it does. Okay. That was pretty good copy with you. You were there most of the time. You were up at Readable. So that was good. All right, 7-3. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know about Daniel on 222. I think he leaves the 222s up. So if we can get him through the snow on yeah, that'll be good. It did not snow here, but we did get 1 inch. We did get about 1 inch of rain here, which was truly a blessing. We needed it badly. 7-3 Richard, 73 Eric, if you're copying. KD6BQ and KN7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC. 7-3 guys. Roger, Roger. Okay, Rob, I'm going to go back to the Bay Area. We didn't get Gary or Mike in there, so I'm going to go back to the Bay Area, Rob.
Okay, sounds good, Mike. While you're moving, you want to give me some early check-ins?
I can't read my numbers.
Okay, I thought you had a good memory, haha.
Well, I have a memory, but I wouldn't trust it. I could give them to you, but let me just have Judy send you this copy of that, okay?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
All righty. I'm in the Bay Area. WB6WNI, WB6WNI, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, or anybody else in the Bay Area for late checks or missed. K6MYC, over.
Hey, K6MYC, here is WB6WNI 1090. How copy, Mike?
Oh, good copy.
Oh, very good. Yes, I heard you earlier, and I was hoping once again that you were going to call the other Gary, KE6QR, I think is his call. And I said, oh, I'd love to hear this guy, because another Gary in the Bay Area, and no go. So, but then I'll let you move on. Yeah, I have yet to hear Gary there in, I guess he's near Concord or something. I just say, I don't get it, but we never copy him, over.
Not Concord. I think he's way up in, what did I say? I want to say Mill Valley, but that doesn't sound right. He's way up north. Almost to Vacaville, but just shy of Vacaville area in that direction.
Okay, maybe like in Fairfield and, let's see, what is the other? Fairfield.
Who's that, Mike? I'll look him up.
KE6QR.
Yeah, well, someday when the skip is good. Actually, how about ducting would be better.
Vallejo.
Very nice signals to this evening. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Do you still have those that inverter noise on 6 meter?
Well, probably not when it's cool like this. KE6QR is in Vallejo, over.
Oh, okay. Well, darn, that's not that far away. You know what? There's probably a mountain in the way. My daughter's husband went to school in Vallejo at the military academy there, and so we used to drive up there. But yeah, it seems, conditions, as they say. Back to you.
Yeah, I don't think he's got his antennas very high. I think he's using satellite antennas that are quite low to the ground, so his signals are up and down. Sometimes he's very strong, other times he's really poor. Tonight I just could not find a direct path on him. He was all over the place. We did work him, but I couldn't get better than about Q3 copy. So I didn't do very well with him, but he was all over in there every time I turned it back to him. He was hearing me, but I just couldn't, between the motor boating and the multipath and the flutter, I just wasn't readable.
Okay, yeah. Well, there's nothing here. I try to listen for him. Of course, we have, as you've dubbed it, the Armstrong rotor,
So I'm just not in any mood to turn it in this direction. So now it's just going to be lucky. One of these days, you never know. Anyway, Mike, we'll try for tomorrow night. I have a net. Now, unfortunately, I'm hit for a while to run a net tomorrow, but I hope I can get everybody gone before you come into the Bay Area on 6 meters. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, well, just for your information, I'm going to be in the Bay Area first, probably about 8:15, maybe a little bit before that. 8:15 plus or minus on 6 meters, and I told Tom, KW6S in Santa Cruz, I'd catch him quickly so he can get off to bed. And then we'll drive right on up to to Nevada. But we could stop and see if you're there early. Over.
Oh, Roger, Roger. That would be good, because when you talk to Tom, I hear you nearly the same as when you point to the Bay Area. So, yeah, let's just try that. I'll listen around 8:10 and start listening there, or maybe even earlier.
Yeah, 8:15 to 8:30. That should be perfect. Okay, and then we'll look for you then. Thank you, Gary. Let's take a quick standby. You might yell out and see if there's anybody else in there. We did work Chris earlier. Go ahead.
All right, I'll be glad to listen to him. K6MYC WB6WNI, stand by.
I'll call out for anybody else that I might be missing. I'm missing WKB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie.
All righty, 2 meter Bozo Net.
Are you talking to WNI, Mike?
Let's see, Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, are you there? Or anybody else for the Bozo Net, 2 meters.
All quiet on the western front, Gary. Guess that's it.
I guess so. I was going to use your joke about, did you hear those crickets? Anyway, Mike, 73 until tomorrow. K6MYC WB6WNI.
Yeah, crickets. That's what we hear. All right. Rob, I'm going south. K6MYC 73 Gary. See you tomorrow.
73.
Which Gary are you talking to?
I was talking to WB6WNI 1090.
Thank you.
Going down toward Eddie. Okay, KE6BK, Kilo Echo 6 Bravo Kilo, or W6LAD, or N6SWR. Anybody down there, KE6MYC, calling and listening. You want to try for Eddie, Rob? Sometimes he doesn't hear me.
Okay, sure. KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2 meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, this is KM6SRR with K6MYC, standing by.
KM6SRR, K6MYC, KE6BK.
There you are, Eddie. Got you, but kind of weak.
Yeah, I'm trying to get through the rain there. That's a little bit difficult sometimes.
Well, you're a good copy here, Eddie. K6MYC, you got your 858. Thank you.
Yeah, Rogers, Mike. We've got a copy on you a lot better this time than last week.
Yeah, that was weird last week. I was hearing you pretty well, but it was down, so. All right, good to hear you. Thanks for checking in here. Do you hear anybody else down there, over?
Yeah, all right, Mike. You guys take care. Hope everything's going good up that way. We'll catch you later on. K6MYC, KM6SRR. We'll catch you tomorrow, Rob. Have a good one.
73, Eddie. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, Eddie. Yep, we'll hear you tomorrow there. Good to hear you on tonight. Thank you. KE6BK, KM6SRR, 73.
All right, 73, guys. KE6BK.
Okay, I think we're done, Rob. I'm going to run in quickly. I probably have to go over the list with Judy because I think I wrote down a couple of dupes. People check in, and then 20 minutes later they check in again. Sometimes I don't remember if I've got them. So I think I got a couple of dupes in here. But anyway, one way or the other, I'll send you a copy, and then you can sort it out once she corrects my poor handwriting.
Okay, I'll figure it out, Mike. Hey, Eddie, are you still there? KE6BK?
Still there, Eddie?
Yeah, Rob, we're still here.
Okay, good. Hey, I was really surprised to hear about KK6RJR passing away. Do you know what happened there? Over?
No, I do not. I have been missing him, on the net and everything for about 3 or 4 months now. And I thought maybe he might have moved away, but then, last week we found out that he passed and everything, and kind of sad there. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's really surprised me. I heard you check in after I had a couple words to say, and I also heard Glenn check in, who hasn't been on a while. I know Glenn had some medical issues also he didn't really want to talk about. Over?
Yeah, Roger, I really don't know what happened, and I would like to get a little bit more information, but, I enjoyed trying to get to him on Simplex there from my place here.
Yep, and I know he was really helping out us up here in our Aries group, talking to Richard and guys and stuff, so it was just really a surprise. Well, if I find out anything, I'll let you know, and hope you do the same.
All right, you guys take care. We'll catch you later. KM6SRR, KE6BK.
Okay, Eddie. Thank you. KE6BK, KM6SR 73. Okay, Mike.
73, Rob, why don't you close in? I turned everything off here.
Okay. Did Aaron check in? Because I didn't hear him at all. I know the stream's running.
Who?
I'm right here.
Yeah, I think I got 1079 1100 in here.
Yeah, I heard him in the background.
73, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, K6MYC.
Good night, Mike. Good night, Rob. K6US.
Okay, Aaron. K6US, KM6SRR. Hey, I missed the Fresno net. Was there anything of any importance on there?
Let me kill the stream real quick.